So now we're going to move on to section 12.2, which is going to conduct both tests for independence and tests for homogeneity, which actually work very similar to each other. So as part 1, example 1, can money buy happiness? That's our big question. So we're going to find the totals for each of the rows and columns, and then we're going to find the conditional distribution for happiness. We learned conditional distributions way back in section 4.4. And of course, I am way too lazy to do this by hand, so I'm going to make Excel do it. So let me bring Excel in over here so I can see it. I'm going to copy and paste. Now the totals would be equal to the sums across rows and then columns. It's so beautiful that Excel does this all for us. Yes, I know there's an auto sum button, but I like to show the sum feature one time. But if you wanted to, you could have used the sum button right up here in the top right corner. Okay, so there's our answers for that particular problem. Matter of fact, I could copy, I think. Let's see what happens. No, should have known. All right, hold on, I'll be right back. There, now they're a little bit side by side, so I can kind of see them. Because unfortunately, it was not going to work for me for the copy and paste thing. Oopsie, that's 646. I'm going to use Excel, of course, to do all of this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, now I want the conditional distribution. So I'm going to copy and paste this in. Copy, go over here and paste. All right, the conditional distribution is based on happiness for this particular problem. You can do it based on the row or the column. So this is going to be going across the row like this. So I want to take equals that 21, and I'm going to divide it by that 290, and I don't want that 290 to change. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to drag it across the row. Right, so all the varying levels of happiness, here's the above average income, and so on. And then I'm going to do it again for the next one. Equals that 53 divided by 646. F4, give them dollar signs. And then drag it across. Your far right column should be 1 if you've done it right. 94 divided by 426. Very big. All right, so we've got our lovely conditional distribution. Everything's done there. Let me bring that in. Hold on. I will copy and paste somehow into my Word document. There we go. So it's just a little reminder of what we did in chapter 4, but the question becomes then, is happiness and income, or are happiness and income independent of each other? I mean, if whether you have money or not, does that have any effect on whether you're a happy person or not? That's kind of our question. So that's what we're interested in asking. You know, are they independent or not? And so you can see here, this is a bar graph of what we just came up with right here. So you graph these 3 numbers, you graph these 3 numbers, you graph these 3 numbers, and so on. Okay. And you can see visually, like, look here. These are all the people that are not happy, right? So amongst the not happy, the vast majority of them earn below average income. And the pretty happy is pretty equal, right? And then very happy, shocking, I know, but the above and the average incomes are much more in the very happy category than the below average. Oops, and that's what we want to say here. So what can we say about whether income and happiness are independent? It appears that income and happiness are not independent because oops, I gotta move this. Most people that are not happy are in the below average income bracket. Also, most people that are very happy are in the average or above average income bracket. All right, I'll pick up here next time.